wants to mute themselves. Sahara, are we good to go?
Yeah.
Okay. So let's see. Let me mute a couple more people. Oh, you know what? I can't, I'm not the host, so I can't mute anybody. So everybody mute yourself and I'll get started. Awesome. Okay. So welcome everybody. I'm so excited to have you all on tonight. This is like a party tonight. Awesome. It's been a little stressful in the world this week. So getting some face-to-face connections is really welcoming and nice. So I'm Jenna Beatty. I am a stay-at-home mom. I have 2 little boys, as we saw, too much of one of them. And my husband and I started using oils about 6 years ago. So he's a germaphobe, so he loves On Guard everything. And I am very into like the emotional side of things, calming, stress, sleep. Oils like Balance, Serenity are some of my favorites. Copaiba, frankincense, things like that. But I feel like my real story began when I was pregnant with my second son. So I have a passion for organization and information. I'm a truth seeker and a researcher, and I just love to watch like documentaries and things like that. So when I was pregnant with our second son, I was at home in full nesting mode, and I had come across a couple documentaries that kind of rocked my world. So the 2 documentaries were Stink and Secret Ingredients. And after watching those, I kind of dove down the rabbit hole over artificial food dyes. The most common ones being like red 40, yellow 6, and blue 1. They're in just about everything that we put in and on our bodies. And they are very detrimental to us, especially small children. They cause hyperactivity, various types of cancer, chromosomal damage, thyroid, kidney tumors, asthma, and that's like just naming a few. And what was really alarming to me is all of those things are kind of really prevalent like in our society. So I started asking questions and my mind started going like, what is this, you know? And so my husband and I had been buying organic food for a little while, at least a couple years already. And we had already kind of tossed our Glade plugins and our Febreze sprays and cleaned up things like that. But I knew that I still had some room to clean up. I knew I still had some cupboards to go through and some areas that I could still do better. So after watching these documentaries, I'll spare you my disturbing findings when I started going through my cupboards, thinking I was already doing good, right? And I'll skip ahead to what really broke me. I checked out my prenatal vitamins that had been prescribed to me by my doctor. They weren't even just like the over-the-counter ones. They had red 40 in them. The dye that is most detrimental to young children. In my prenatals, I've been feeding my baby in utero all this time. I've been taking them since my first son, so I had been on them a few years already. My doctor literally told me, oh, I didn't know, we just pass out whatever the pharmaceutical reps drop off. What? Okay, so I'll spare you all the emotion that came after that. It still is pretty alarming, and I still kind of don't have words to put with that experience. But my journey began of asking questions and seeking answers and doing my own research, needless to say. So long story short, I went to work on my mission to find the best vitamins made from whole foods, no artificial ingredients. And I found many articles and testimonies from doctors even speaking about doTERRA's lifelong vitality pack, and it being among the most nutrient dense and wholesome ingredients options out there. So I was very surprised to learn that at the time that they were actually, the vitamins were actually doTERRA's #1 seller too. So I was happy because I had been using their oils, you know, just happened to be using that brand of oils before finding out like, wow, this is actually an extremely good company too. So I ordered my vitamins. I got on these vitamins. I had the most fantastic pregnancy ever. My first pregnancy was not that. and my kids are very different. I don't know, I'm just saying. But what I learned about the company through all of this research was that doTERRA oils have a CPTG standard. It means certified pure therapeutic grade. Their plants are sustainably harvested in their natural habitat where they are most indigenous. Now you can plant lavender in your backyard, right? Well, is it going to be the same as the lavender where it grows most indigenous, which is France, where the soil is perfect and the climate is perfect, and the growers there, they know exactly, the time of year and how to carefully harvest it? There's going to be a difference between those two crops, right? So that is how doTERRA gets their plants, and they are beyond organic. They are verified pure, free of fillers, pesticides, foreign contaminants. Nothing is added, nothing is taken away from doTERRA's oils. They do stringent third-party testing on every single batch to ensure powerful benefits without any harmful side effects. In fact, you're going to get side benefits, because if you use an oil for one thing, it's probably going to give you an added benefit of something else, much unlike, prescription drugs, where there's always a slew of side effects usually. So also doTERRA is completely transparent with their quality reports, their third-party quality reports. They put a little barcode number on the bottom. You probably can't see it, but there's a number on the bottom of every single bottle, and you can put that number into a website, sourcetoyou.com, and you can pull up the entire third-party report. So being the largest, most successful MLM in America, no other company can financially do the testing that doTERRA does. They have really set the bar in an industry that had no bar. So here I am. I couldn't keep all this information to myself, and I started my doTERRA business 10 days after I delivered my second son, actually, so that I could be an essential oil educator and mentor, and do presentations like this and share all this knowledge, because there really is something special with these oils. So I'm going to talk for a few seconds about what are essential oils. So we know that doTERRA sources their oils wherever they're most indigenous. So what are essential oils? They are aromatic compounds extracted from plants. They're either steam distilled or cold pressed if it's citrus. And so they come from plants, trees, bark, flowers, the rind of a lemon, the rind of citrus, and their purpose is for the medicinal use of man. They support the body in dealing with physical, emotional, and chemical stressors. We all have those, no matter what, no matter how healthy we are. They're nature's most powerful compounds and the most versatile remedies in the world. Plant medicine works synergistically with our bodies. Our bodies know what to do with plant medicine. I always like to say, God put what we needed on earth, and then man came around and needed to make money off of everything, and so things changed. But, and then why essential oils? So when I think of our society, I kind of feel like we are very reactive versus proactive. We're very prescription dependent society. We spend a gazillion amount of money on healthcare, and we are not healthy. I mean, pandemic aside, we're not a healthy culture, and yet we are one of the richest countries, but also statistically, we're one of the sickest countries. So how does that add up to me? It doesn't. So these are some disconnects for me between healthcare and wellness. I feel like there's a big disconnect. We live in a toxic world. We have a huge toxic load from all the chemicals and everything that are put in our food, in our products. We're slathered in them. And so it's important that we do what we can control, and promote our own wellness, at least in our own homes, to reduce this toxic load. And that's by our self-care products, our cleaning products, the food that we eat, our medicine cabinet, what we turn to. It needs to be supporting our body. I listened to something today actually, and he said, before you put anything on or in your body, ask yourself, did God make this? And I just liked that because, you know, Doritos, got to make Doritos. So like put it down. But that like really resonated with me. So I thought I would share. But so I invite all of you guys really quick. We're going to try to keep this really tight tonight, but I just want you to be starting to think about at least your top 3 ailments. Like, what are they? I used to, hi, oh, visitors. Okay, bye. Okay. Think about your top 3 ailments. So before, I used to get headaches every single day. But if you had asked, I mean, I had Excedrin, 2 bottles of Excedrin in every single room, in every single corner. Like I popped Excedrin like they were Tic Tacs, like seriously. But if you had asked me like, oh, do you have any ailments that you deal with on a daily basis? I probably would have said no. Like those headaches were just part of me. It was normal, right? Because I had them every day. Oh, I had them since way before. I had somebody tell me, I said, you know, yes, you can use essential oils for your headaches, but we really should talk about like what's causing your headaches. She said, oh girl, I've had these since I was a kid. I'm like, yeah, exactly. That's not normal. Like something is causing your headaches, and like, let's address that. So essential oils definitely are, and this lifestyle is definitely about addressing root causes, not just putting a Band-Aid on stuff. So try to think about your top 3 ailments. If you want to put them in the comments, in the chat bar, you can, or at least like text them to the person that invited you on this call, because then we can start somewhere on how essential oils can actually help you specifically with those things. So next we're gonna have Miss Sahara, and she's gonna actually go over the 3 cool things about essential oils, that they're natural, safe, and effective. You gotta unmute yourself, girl.
I keep forgetting that. Hello, you hear me now?
I could hear you though. I could read your lips. I knew what you said.
Welcome. Thank you, everyone, all of my guests that have joined. I appreciate you and I appreciate your time. So we're going to try to make this quick. So 3 cool things about essential oils. The first cool thing about doTERRA essential oils is that they are 100% natural and safe. There's nothing added to the oil or taken away from it. They're simply pure essential oils with no side effects and no addictions. They're safe for babies, children, adults, and for elderly. They're even safe for your pets. These oils are extracted from plants, like Jenna said, and they have amazing health benefits. These pure oils are about 50 to 70 times more powerful than herbs. For example, 1 drop of peppermint oil is equivalent to making 28 cups of tea. That's how potent they are. What I love about these oils, again, is the CPTG standard, which stands for Certified Pure Therapeutic Grade. This grading means that the oils are completely pure and potent. The pure means that there's no foreign contaminants or fillers. And the potent part means that each plant was grown in a part of the world where that particular plant grows best, resulting in the absolute best chemistry for that plant. Now, when you have the ideal natural chemistry, the essential oil extracted does exactly what you want it to do for the health of your body. Now, the second cool thing about essential oils is that they're more effective than the modern approaches to health problems that we have today. Our body is made up of millions of cells, and these cells have these oily membranes. Now, the cell membrane protects the cell, and it keeps all the good things in and keeps the bad things out. Now, the 2 main things harmful for our cells are bacteria and viruses, and we're getting to know a lot about viruses now, right? Bacteria usually forms on the outside of the cell, and the viruses duplicate the DNA on the inside of the cell. Now, most of the modern medical recommendations for cold and flu are typically water-based synthetic agents, and they frequently come with side effects and addictions. We all know that water and oil don't mix. So if your doctor recommends a prescription that's water-based, it's really hard for that medicine to penetrate through the oily membrane because it's stopped to help stop the duplication of viruses. So essential oils are different. You know, they're oil based, pure potent oil based, which means that they can permeate directly through the cell membrane, which is why essential oils are often more effective than the modern approach to health problems. Now, the third cool thing about essential oils is that they're cheaper than the traditional medical care. Now, your typical copay for a doctor is somewhere between $20, to $50. And of course, there's also the medicine that can vary in price. Now, when someone, myself or my family, gets an earache, we simply rub the tea tree oil and lavender oil like on the ear, or put two drops of each of those oils on a cotton ball and put them in your ear overnight. And when you wake up in the morning, the earache is gone. I mean, completely gone. That cost about 64 cents to just do that. Now, whether it costs you a $20 copay or more along with the cost of that prescription, or it may cost you zero because you have really great insurance because you live in Canada or something, but you basically, the essential oils are still going to be less expensive than the gas that you would have to put in your car to drive to the doctor's office. So not including the half a day of work that you probably have to request in advance, for your kids, and any emergencies that come up per child. And we essentially save hundreds of dollars a year in medical costs because of essential oils. You can't afford not to use such a natural solution. That's why essential oils are cheaper than traditional medical care. And those are the three cool things about essential oils: that they are safer, cheaper, and more effective.
Awesome, Sahara. Thank you so much. So now we're going to have Charlene, and she's going to tell us the 3 ways to use essential oils.
Hello, everyone. Hope everybody's having a great evening. So my favorite way to use essential oils is actually aromatically. Now this can help in a number of ways. You can put your favorite oil depending on your what you're going through, your mood, the time of day. For instance, my go-to for the evening is Serenity. I'll put about 5 drops of the Serenity Nighttime Blend in here, fill the rest up with water, just regular water, diffuse it, and I have a really restful sleep. I don't wake up as much in the middle of the night. It's really, really helpful. In the morning, I might do lemon and peppermint just for that extra pick me up. It really helps get through the day. Aromatically cleans pathogens in the air. You can use items like lemon for that. It opens airways. It enhances your mood. One really, really important thing is it replaces harmful synthetics such as your Glade plugins, candles with toxins in them, all that stuff. You don't need anymore when you can diffuse the natural substance as these oils. The next way we can use them is topically. This is great because wherever you're having an issue, like let's say you have a headache, you can put it on your pulse points. You can cup it in your hand and breathe it in, and it's really, really strong. Normally when I have a headache, I'll breathe in peppermint, and literally, I've never counted, but I feel like the headache is gone in under a minute. So everybody's different. What may work for you may not work for someone else. So it's kind of, there are some go-to oils for certain ailments, but it's really depends on the individual on what's going to work best for them. Topically, you can make a special roller. So the allergy blend that I like, I made this. I put oregano, lemon, lavender, and then so you put 10 drops of each oil, and then you put the remaining. You put fractionated coconut oil in the remaining. You put your roller on, and your plastic roller, and it's pretty much for pennies on the dollar. You have your own allergy blend, and I actually get a lot of sensation of allergies right here. I just put it directly on my nose, and within a couple of minutes that feeling is mostly gone. And so that's, you know, these are custom. For anybody that's joining us, reach out to any of us and we can help you with some samples of anything that you're experiencing. Some oils can be used neat, which means just directly, like lavender or frankincense. But other oils are considered hot. Oregano is one of them, where you always want to dilute oregano. If you put it like, let's say, under your tongue directly, you're going to feel like a really fiery sensation. One night, my boyfriend had a sore throat, and he just, I guess, put a drop in his mouth, and before I knew it, he was waking me up telling me, you know, oh, what do I do? It's burning. And of course, in that instance, you would dilute, not with water, but with like olive oil or, you know, some another oil, even the fractionated coconut oil, to kind of dissolve it. The last way to enjoy these oils is internally. It supports detox, overall cellular support, and it is healing from the inside out. I recommend 1 to 2 drops of, you know, of your oil. For instance, like digestion is for stomach aches. I personally don't like the taste, so I always use a veggie cap, and I'll put a couple drops of Digest Zen in there. Close the veggie cap, swallow it, and within probably less than 5 minutes, my stomach ache is gone. If I have a really bad stomach ache, I'll take the veggie cap with the digestion in it, and I'll diffuse that particular oil in the diffuser. So, you know, as time goes on, you'll figure out what works best for you, and go from there. So I'll leave it up to Jeanette now. Thank you.
I have to unmute myself, right? Okay, so we're going to wrap this up. So I'm going to let you know, since we've learned all about the oils, how you can actually get your hands on these special, magnificent things. I'm absolutely obsessed with them. So the first way is retail. But I don't know about you, I'm one of those people, like, I just feel like I got more value out of something if I can get it for a discount, because I don't like paying full price for anything. I'm like a total couponer, like to the point where I had the coupon bucks back in the day. So for me, I don't tell people to purchase that way. The best way to do it is by getting one of our memberships, and they're included with our enrollment kits, which is really cool. And with the membership, it gives you 25% off of retail, so it gives you the wholesale discount. And the best way to do it is by starting off with one of our kits. So I don't know if I have share screen access, but I wanted to show you the different kits that we have. And a lot of them include a lot of the oils that we talked about tonight. Some of them include our top 10, which are kind of really the basic way to introduce oils into your home, because it gives you a variety of different oils to work with, whether it's for mood support, medical support, like for asthma, all kinds of things, aches, pains, migraines, anything like that. Oh, yes, I got it. Okay, so I'm going to share my screen. The first cool thing about getting a membership with us is that you get actually into our Facebook group. And so, to figure out which. Okay, can you see this? Okay, so this is our Facebook group, and only members have access to this. And so it's a super secret club, but it has 4.3 thousand members. So what you can do, say it's in the middle of the night and you find like your son or daughter has a fever or whatever it may be, you can actually go here into the search feature and type in fever. And anything and everything comes up on how people have dealt with fevers. As you can see, a lot of people have commented on things that worked for them. And so you can kind of go through here as like a great resource for you. But the next way to do this is by starting with one of our kits. So this is our most popular kit, is our Healthy Start Kit. And this is because it has our top 10 oils. So that beautiful Brevi diffuser, Jenna, you have it, right? Can you kind of show it? It's one of the most beautiful diffusers that we have. So these comes with our top 10 oils in the 5 ml. just to show you the difference. So this is like a 15 ml and this is the 5 ml. It's just a little bit smaller. But for somebody who's just getting introduced to oils, this is a great way to start because you have oils here that you can use in a multitude of different ways. Our most popular kit that most people like to start with is our Healthy Habits kit, as you can see here. So it includes the vitamins that Jenna was talking about, in addition to some of our digestive enzymes that we also have, which is Terrazyme and PV Assist, and some of our most popular oils, which is On Guard, Lemon, Balance, Frankincense, and Lavender. These oils, you'll knock it out of the park every single time you use them, and you can use them internally, externally, topically, I mean, all sorts of different ways. And we also have the Deep Blue Rub. The other kit that we have that's really great is our Healthy Essentials kit. Now, this is for somebody who's like really ready to get started, but the best thing about this is that doTERRA kind of enhanced it, which is really neat. So you're gonna get the bigger bottles of most of the ones that are in our top 10, but the ones that are not in this Healthy Start kit, such as Adaptive, Copaiba, and Balance. I don't know what I would do without these 3 oils in my life. I use them almost daily. Adaptive for myself, especially right now with anxious feelings, and help to calm my kids down too. And Copaiba is like the CBD of oils that doTERRA created. And Balance is your grounding blend, which I feel like right now can help too. We also have our Healthy Home kit. So as you're looking to kind of reduce that toxic load in your home, this is a great kit to get because you're not only are you getting our top 10 oils, but you're getting the hand sanitizing mist, you're getting the Brevistone diffuser, and you're getting like the foaming hand wash, the cleaner concentrate, which let me tell you, I don't know what I would do in my life without this cleaner concentrate. I can get out stains from clothes. I can clean my house from top to bottom with it too. I mean, the uses for it are endless. You also get the toothpaste and the shampoo and conditioner. Now, for those of you who are ready to go big or go home, which for me, I just wanted to do a complete overhaul on my home, this is the kit that I got because it's kind of every single kit that I just talked about in one. This is a great kit to get started with too. And if somebody can just add into the chat the different prices for each one, that would be fantastic. And then we also have the Simple Solutions kit, this is also a great kit to get started with. So if you're dealing more with like aches and pains and kind of suffer from sleep, this is a potentially good kit to get started with because the Deep Blue Rub in our house, it goes so fast. My husband, I don't have multiple husbands, uses it all the time. And right now, we have a great incentive going on. So if your order qualifies and you have like 100 points in your order, you'll qualify to get the Citrus Bliss for free. And if you spend 300 PV or more, you're going to get the Adaptive for free, which is really, really cool. So with that said, you know, I love what I do. This is really exciting for me. I didn't think that this was something I was going to fall into to do. So I just want to share with you really quickly the 3 types of people that typically enjoy these products and try to bring it into their home and share it with other people. So, you know, you're looking to live kind of that wellness lifestyle or share the products and maybe get paid for them or build and potentially earn an income. I'm going to get out of this screen real quick. For me, I've been involved in a variety of different MLMs in my life, and you probably don't even know it, but you've probably done some form of MLM. Disney Plus, who all shared it with their friends to get on it like right away? I know I did. I was like, who got Disney Plus? Did you get Disney Plus? I got it with my Hulu account. And so you're doing things in your daily life that you're sharing with people all the time. So, but you're not making any money off of it. You're just making the richer rich. And so I decided when I got a hold of these oils, I was like, you know, there's practically your enrollment kit is your startup cost, which is practically nothing, and you're going to use them for your home anyway. And for me, I love the opportunity to be able to share with people. And this is the type of business that we're not focused on getting people on our team. That's just not what we do. We're focused on getting these oils into people's home because we know what kind of impact it's going to make. And that's something that I can get behind because I have been in MLMs where they're like, get people to sign up, get people to sign up. And then I think that's what makes people get a bad taste in their mouth for MLMs because you're just like recruiting people. And that's not what doTERRA does. doTERRA focuses on their products and they put that at the forefront. And that's what I appreciate about them the most. So if this is something that maybe you're interested in because you're just a sharer in general, You know, I can't help but to go out and tell people, oh, well, I'm not really worried about the whole immunity thing because I just rolled some On Guard on, or I took my vitamins today. It's really easy to share these things, but the benefit of getting paid for it on the side and to get my oils paid for, I don't even have to pay for my oils because the commissions that I get from doTERRA pays for them. And so in the other MLMs I've been in, it hasn't been like that. It's like shell out money, shell out money, shell out money. One of them that I did, I was spending $1,500 a month on product, and it was just simply to recruit people. This is not that. This is about talking about the oils with people that you care about, that you want to help. And so if that speaks to you, you know, let me or Jenna know, or the person who invited you. But yeah, those are the kits. It's super exciting. Hope you guys all had a great time tonight. I'm going to let Jenna wrap it up, but we love you guys, and thanks so much for joining.
Awesome, you guys. I haven't even checked the time. Did we do good? 9:36.
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
Yes, we did it in 30 minutes. I
That's
promise. You guys, 30
amazing.
minutes. Thank you for your 30 minutes of time, ladies. Feel free to call me or text me, and I will explain everything to you. The top 10 oils, the kits, everything, anything. Love you guys.
Thank you all so much for joining us. This was fun.
You guys have a good evening.
You do the same. Thank you for the time.
Have a good evening.
Okay, bye. Nice to meet you all.
Thank you, everyone. Very well.
Thank you. Good night.
Bye, Tracy. Tracy, call me.
All right, and team, let's hop over to the second link so we can record.
Okay.